Woo! That's a Jojo. Hello everyone, it's me, Goose, Boose, and I hear that there's going to be a live-action movie for JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 4, the Reckoning of the Memes. Now, if you don't know anything about JoJo, I would really highly recommend checking out the manga or the anime. It's been going on since the 80s, and if you're unfamiliar with the series, you'll probably know it for the meme, the whole roundabout meme, the right? If you're curious about the anime or the manga, I would seriously just check it out right now. But for those of you who just don't care, or if you just somehow know about this series other than being a fan, then yeah, just keep watching this. So as we all know, there has been an adaptation to the manga since 2011, I believe, and it was made by David Productions, and they've been doing an incredibly faithful job of portraying the JoJo manga into an anime, and it's been really fucking dope so far. And now they've just finished wrapping up Part 4's anime, and I think that's been done since about November, I want to say, or sometime earlier this year. But it's been a hot minute since we've seen a JoJo thing. But now they've announced a few months ago, I think before the series actually ended, the anime series rather, that they're going to release a live-action JoJo movie, and that will be taking place in Part 4. Now, if you're a JoJo fan like me, you might be wondering, why Part 4? We got Part 1, we got Part 2, and we got the fantastic Part 3. All of those could be made into movies too. Why Part 4? Well, first of all, obviously they're going to make an animated movie based off of the most recent anime. You know, they're not going to just dig up Part 1 and just do that one. And secondly, Part 1, I don't think a lot of people would like that as a movie. It's just... I have a lot of debates with people who like JoJo. They seem to not like Part 1 because it's so old-fashioned and stuff. There are very endearing things about Part 1, but even I would agree that it's not the greatest part. But that's not to say it's a bad part. It's just kind of outdated. And you can really tell that the skills of Araki, the writer and the artist behind JoJo, you can tell that his writing skills weren't that great. So they weren't all that awesome, you know. So that's out of the question. Part 2 just doesn't make sense with Part 1 in my opinion, and if you are going to make a Part 2 anime, it's probably not going to be that great as much as I love Part 2. And then we get to Part 3, which is just straight up out of the question. Listen, I would love to see a Part 3 live-action movie. I really would, trust me. But no way, no fucking way will a Japanese company adapt that part into a live-action movie. They would have to go everywhere, like literally around the world. India, Egypt, Singapore. There are so many fucking places that these guys go through in Part 3 that it's kind of ridiculous, or even just unheard of, even for a movie, for them to just go out there and just do it. So Part 4 seems more like in the realms of possibility when you really think about it, because it takes place in Japan, a small town in Japan nonetheless. And also I feel like Part 4 has the most condensed story out of all of them. This is the way I describe Part 4 to my girlfriend. It is literally people with stands dicking around for about 40 or so chapters until the main bad guy comes up. Like, it's a really chill part that you can just do anything with. So now that we've talked about the possibilities of this becoming a live action movie, and now that we actually have a trailer, let's actually talk about the trailer, shall we? And this is what I think in just one word. Like, I don't really actually like Japanese movies all that much. I liked Akira Kurosawa shit back in the day. That was really cool. Ghibli films, just, of course they're really magical and awesome. But other than that, I can't really think of any other Japanese film that I actually... Okay, Battle Royale. But other than that, I actually can't think of any Japanese film that I like. I feel like there are a lot... I don't know, maybe it's a cultural thing. But I feel the way that the Japanese make their movies just doesn't fit with the aesthetics, or rather the direction or the writing that I am personally fond of. I think movies in Japan are very anime-esque, in which everything is exaggerated and over the top and not that cool. You know, it's more about style than it is about story. And I know that's a very controversial thing for me to say, but it's just my own personal preference. I'm not into Japanese movies, rather. That's why I'm not into Japanese anime either. And so, with that in mind, seeing as how I don't like Japanese movies or Japanese anime, a Japanese movie adapted from an anime, it never works for me. I don't like Death Note the movie. I don't like Attack on Titan's movie. That looks like garbage. And the thing that pissed me off about that movie is the fact that it was an all Japanese cast, when that fucking movie clearly takes place in Germany and there is only one Japanese character in that whole anime. But whatever. Aside from that, it just, this trailer itself looks like any other typical adapted from an anime movie. It looks oversaturated, it looks over the top, it looks kind of strange. The character designs on real people look just kind of out there. Like, I wouldn't even see it, I wouldn't say they're bad, I would just say that they're just weird, you know. Of course the anime would look better because it is adapted from a 2D picture and whatever, so it's hard to adapt something into live action. I think it's really hard to do that, but maybe you shouldn't have done it. I just don't know. It looks like, I think the fanboy in me of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is like screaming out, no, don't say that it's bad. It might be okay. This is only a 30-second teaser. But come on, man. That purple ass sky looks like garbage. The oversaturation of yellow and purple looks like garbage. The fucking, it doesn't look that great. And I can't wait till we see the stands, because the stands are gonna look even worse. I don't know what it is about Japan, but they have not mastered the art of CG. So anytime you see any sort of CG in like any anime or any Japanese movie that requires CG, they just don't look that great. It just looks, it's not gonna, I don't know. I am so curious, and I am curious enough to see if this is gonna be a good movie or not. I don't think it will be. I love part 4, but it's not like I'm gonna be mad if it's a bad movie. Like, I don't expect it to be great. I never expect Japanese anime movies to be great in the first place, so I have nothing to lose, really. It's just, I want to see where this goes until they have like a full on like actual trailer with stands and shit. I don't really have much to say. Like, it's okay. I'm sorry, this is just a ranty video. I saw the trailer and I'm just like, I'm so confused. I don't know if I like it or not. I don't actually. Why am I even saying the other option? I clearly don't like it. I just don't want to not like it, if that makes any sense. Alright, well, this was a rant video. I hope you enjoyed it nonetheless. Just like and subscribe and all that jazz if you haven't already. And I don't know, I'm just gonna lay down in my bed and be confused forever. Fuck. Also, if you have the time, please check out my GoFundMe page for my book, Sam Died Today. Yeah, links are in the description. Alright, thank you all so very much for watching. I will see you all next time. I love y'all. Bye. Also, Jotaro looks really old. Like, really fucking old.